Hello, friends, and welcome to this quarter-final matchup in the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2025 Random Force Tournament. This is low roll bracket game 1 between latebit and BBQ.gov. We are best of 3 from here on out. I'm Smilefires. I'm joined by Malkier, who's doing a little bit of opposition research, it seems. You're going to be facing the winner of these two, so...
That's if I get by King Doll, which is a long shot.
Oh yeah, that is true. Even then, you get to scope out a little bit of next round competition if you like.
Yeah, both really, really good guys, really good runners, so it should be a lot of fun. They're both pretty evenly matched. I know BBQ's been around a bit longer, I think, late bit, but it should be a lot of fun to watch.
BBQ had to come through Hio to get to this round, and late bit faced off against Kennedy. Late bit did get the 2-0 in his series. But where are we going to start in this one?
Looks like the Deadwoods 8 Burnbush spot, and not bad. Pretty close to Armos checks, so that's good.
It's a very convenient place to screen scroll from. And we can peep the coast item as well. Latebit sees that it is actually the bow, so we will need to be able to find that ladder somewhere in here. Oh, and BBQ finds level 1 very quickly at this grave push spot. Latebit not going to be too far from it either.
A little surprised he didn't go peek a couple rooms. I usually try to see what's open up.
Well, I think that did a couple things for him, going and pushing the other block. You check off that overworld screen, and you get this key door to the right open for free, so...
That's true.
And we got a Pole's Voice and Dark Nut set, and a Patra, but...
Yeah, I don't think you're staying here too long.
Now we have a heart on the floor for BBQ. Yeah, we'll take that. And keys for late bit, so he could also head the other direction if he likes. BBQ gets that key.
Didn't get the heart though, so he's gonna be one down until he comes back there.
Well, okay, so late bit is gonna keep walking for now. Holding on to the key, so we head up to first quest level 6.
Lionel's on the overworld, my least favorite thing to see. And there's a sword. I bet he goes right back to 1.
Wow, this is a pretty smooth start to get such quick access to the sword, to a nice level to find early, 2 potential items. Looks like Latebit is still walking for now.
Might be checking the Armos first and going back.
We did have a question for can wood sword be in a dungeon? No, it is going to be in an open cave on the overworld, so that's one thing you can do in the early going is prioritize some of these screens that you can just walk into, like the first quest level 6 entrance right there.
It was like BBQ's making the play just to go straight back to 1, which is probably what I would have done. I would have probably checked my Armos also like late bit did, then walked over.
Yeah, no sign of the Armos item just yet, but we're starting over in the very west of the world, which doesn't make that as easy with all of the eastern Armos spots.
So one thing to note, we don't have free candles in this flag set. We will have to buy one eventually, so we want to get a bit of money if possible.
Yeah, that's accepting if the... Oh, we do have a level at first quest level 3. We have level 4 available to us. Like, maybe we can luck out and our Armos item is a red candle, but yeah, often in these, it's you bank on finding a candle shop and buying that blue candle. BBQ doing some work on these dark nuts.
Looks like they rolled up.
Yeah, looks like 5 HP, and got another key.
This is a possible staircase. It is, and we'll see if it's a transport, or if it's our item. It is our item, it's a silver arrow. That's great to see, especially since we know where the bow is.
Yeah, so we already have the complete Ganon defeat kit seen, at least. The missing piece will be the ladder to pick up that bow, and then just whatever helps us get enough Triforces to finish. The centerpiece of this flag set, you might say, is the 5 to 8 Triforce random requirement. So BBQ gets that first Triforce in level 1. If our players find level 9, there is an old man inside who will tell them how many Triforces they need in this particular seed.
Looks like our latebit is going back to level 1. That is something you want to do as soon as possible if you can.
In the early going as well, it can just be nice to get like really any item to help get you started as well. And BBQ wants to leave here with the second item as well, so trying to work on this room, see if we can get any more friendly enemies to try to fight in here. We do re-roll into a Wallmaster and a Red Darknut.
You could also use the dice spots, like he's doing now, to block the Darknut's movement, make it a little bit easier for him.
Electing to see what we can turn this Pulse Voice and Blue Darknut into, as latebit is going to fight a Patra.
Got rid of the Pulse Voice for another orange Darknut, so that's nice. Just they're only other easier to manage. They are bomb droppers. Seven hits on the Blue Darknut, so that they went up a little bit.
Well, it's an auspicious start as BBQ also takes a look at this Patra. To answer the question in chat, so level 1 is going to have 2 dungeon items in addition to its dungeon heart. It typically has the wooden boomerang and the bow in Vanilla First Quest. So it's going to have 2 items. We've already found that one of them is the silver arrows. So we're looking for what the other one might be.
Patra takes down BBQ, but BBQ is going back in. We'll see if he sticks around. A couple key doors, but he does have 2 keys on him, so I might spend one.
Yeah, you'll so level 8 does have 2 items, level 9 also has 2 items. And so 1, 8, and 9 are gonna be your 2 item dungeons. Of course, 9 has requirements to get into it, but it is actually a second heart. So the Coast Heart is our second item in level 1.
So that's kind of a mixed blessing. You like to find the Coast Heart early, but you don't want it to be in level 1, because you kind of want your small dungeon to have stuff that'll be helpful.
Yeah, the one thing that it could put in the cards for us is if we come across the White Sword item, the item that replaces the White Sword check on the overworld, 5 hearts is a pretty good chance of being able to pick that thing up, wherever its cave may be.
Yep, we'll need between 4 and 6 hearts to pick that up. Once we find it, of course.
So 5 gives you a 2/3 chance of that. Also, all of the old men and NPCs we've come across so far that say anything are saying, "Are you sure this is the right seed?" Because they require translation. We would want to have the book to be able to understand what they are saying. But once we do understand what they are saying, they will have some helpful hints to share.
And latebit gets their silver arrows, so they aren't going to miss anything out here in 1. And while we have a little bit of exploration, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our tracker behind the scenes today, K-Man Randomizer, for doing the good job pushing the buttons for us. Trackers are the MVPs of always.
Thank you, Camion. We learned that our medium secret is 29. It's not too bad. As we head up to the screen kind of called Death Armus, and it just has Gibdas, so not the most threatening this time. And BBQ will get to check if there is an item here. Nope, stairs.
I don't know, man. Have you ever hugged a Gibdo? It's not pleasant.
I think some of our players have experienced that in a couple different ways recently.
I wasn't gonna go there, but okay, yes.
Yes, to the question, Magical Sword is a 10 to 14 heart requirement to be able to pick it up. So we're a little ways from that. Also, a lot of times if you see the White Sword on the way, that's often good enough for many of the players.
BB can go into level 4. I didn't see what drove latebit out of here when he found it.
Well, this room is kind of annoying, because you have to fight Pulse Voice, you have to walk through the traps.
True, he knows where the bow is, so this would be a quicker dungeon it once you get that bow, especially now that you have silvers.
Latebit up on Death Mountain is located level 6, which again has a Patra. So it's not the friendliest start to combat, but level 1 was kind of easy breezy, and oh my, this level 4 is so linear. And full of bunnies.
This level 4 is, I hope you have keys, and I hope you have a ladder. That's kind of how that's rating to me.
Yeah, can we get, like, any keys back from this, please?
No, that would be amazing if there's a bait block one more room in. That'd be great.
And this is a shutter door room, so there's going to be combat on the way.
I would be bombing this out of these dark nuts, though.
Latebit pulls the screen scroll off to the Forgotten Spot screen.
That Triforce is very tempting with how linear this 4 is.
Yeah, and then you run into a key door as well after that. Well, it is... Okay, yeah, now actually looking at the map, it's a key door to one room. We're not touching that. So maybe we could check a couple rooms past this and see what we might be able to see. It is kind of a lot of rooms still left to go. It's like 16.
Well, this is going to be our item staircase because it's not a segment. Segments don't start until level 5.
Yeah, the question then is it her item or is it the heart? And if it's the heart, do we continue and use our one key?
I'd probably kill the bunnies at this point, see if it's there, but it is our ladder. That is huge.
All right. So item in hand,
bunnies
you can
to get that bow.
Yeah, wow. That never really feels great because, like, wood sword on Bull's voice is not the most pleasant thing.
I was gonna say, I'm a little surprised killing these bunnies though, because all that's left here for him is a heart. You saw the Triforce earlier.
Well, the clock will make that easier. This could be, I just want this drop, whatever it may be. But... Oh, we have hints at the river cave. It's gonna cost us 83 rupees to be able to pick those up.
BBQ, media play for the bow, I like it. You can probably go right back to 4 and just grab that quick try.
We have a candle shop.
Not a bad price either, just 57 rupees, not too bad.
Yep, rolled down and you can get started on all of these burn spots nearby where we are right now. Vanilla price for
7.
bombs. Oh, level 7, okay. Well, level 7... Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's your opinion on level 7? You like to dig it? You like to leave it? I know it's kind of a mixed bag.
Well, like, we're so early that I don't think I would be in here long. It's also not far from the start screen. Got the bow for BBQ. That transport took latebit quite a distance in 7.
So my general school of thought, and I'm not saying I'm any good at this game, because I'm not, is I usually go into these dungeons until I have to spend resources. I'll take a look around and see what I can get for free, and then I'll leave. Then come back if the game makes me.
Yeah, I think I was trying to say something resembling that, but didn't quite get it. Chat makes a good point, actually, that BBQ left 4 without the Triforce, so...
He had to go back through the bunny room, so he wanted the bow to get through that room again. And then, did he get... he didn't go back after he did the water up, okay.
Yeah, we're doing other stuff for now.
He knows where it is. It's not too far from start, so he'll just pick it up when he has time to.
We walk all the way up to first quest level 5, and it has any roads that take us to the East Forest Cave.
That's nice because we don't have our Armos item yet, so we're gonna peek at these 3 Armos spots.
BBQ does not have enough for a candle at this moment, but, you know, we've now found that candle shops are plentiful, so just maybe looking to rustle up some money as latebit finds level 3.
Love finding all those small dungeons early. Try to get as many of those as I can out of the way. We have a immediate staircase. We'll see if we have an item. It is a transport. We have a power bracelet for our Armos item.
So we can even take that and go up and push this block right now. This level 3 forces latebit into a shoot room. That is just a potion shop at that spot.
Like they're trying to get into the block to kill the keys, it's just not letting him. Thank you, SpeedGaming for the raid. Welcome in. We are watching BBQdotgov versus latebit in a game 1 match.
Just got underway. We've seen several of our early dungeons so far as, you know, we've been in levels 1, 4, and now 3. Had a pretty accessible sword as well.
We've seen 6 and 7, but we didn't go into them really. We peeked around for like 2 minutes.
And we have silvers. There's a bow on the coast that they both know about, and ladder's already been found, so pretty decent start. No sign of level 9 just yet.
Well, that dig dagger is interesting, blocking the shutter door without an item yet.
We'll be back for that Triforce.
Yeah, I think latebit's seen enough. He saw the dig dagger with the shutter door. He's like, I don't know if I want to spend more time here. He might go back in though. I didn't see if he had open doors around the start. No, he's on his way.
So he'll continue on Candle Row as BBQ is going to show us the northeast.
Oh, that hurts for BBQ losing 40 rupees on a money-making game. Got swindled.
Yeah, we fortunately had not run into a whole bunch of the secrets yet, so there's still plenty of money to get on the overworld. Oh no!
Oh no!
The large secret is the minimum possible value. That rolls on a 50 to 150 scale, and we got 50.
I just a kick in the pants.
So her small secret rolled up. The medium rolled a tiny bit down, and the large secret rolled all the way down.
This is the kind of scene where you just think, okay, well, I'm not getting a blue ring. I'm probably not getting wood arrows, but you know, we said the silvers. So I just gotta kind of hope that you can hit money without hitting mugger rooms.
Well, I hope the muggers in this one don't take a large amount of money for their sake.
Yeah, I was trying to eyeball it last time we hit one, but I couldn't. I'm not also. I don't have the math skill.
Keep an eye out. Alright, now we're trading places. Oh yeah, BBQ back to the candle shop, so picking that up now. Range for door repair penalties is 15 to 25 rupees.
BBQ saying the sad news of the 50.
Yeah, so that's 2 out of the 3 found between the two players.
And 16 lost for latebit.
First quest level 8 does not open.
When you play, do you hit the money-making games?
Only if it's like right on the start screen or next to it. Like I don't like I think I am bad at like realizing the potential for a win or something on the way. Like I have to be thinking about it.
My general school is if I only have like between 10 and 20 rupees, I'll test if I hit it, just because why not? You're gonna lose it with
Yeah,
the
exactly.
game anyway.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Once I get to like usable money range, I'll stop.
That one coast cave does not open for BBQ, but he does make it up to full bombs.
He is not gonna forget 2Q7, which is a good thing. I hate that spot. It's so awkward to route in.
Yeah, for sure. And I see everybody do the block clip route for it. Oh, very expensive hints. That burn spot.
If there's ever a spot I'm gonna either forget to do or forget to route in, it's always that one. Like even vanilla one, as weird as it is, it's still like less likely to be forgotten than that one is.
Kind of reminds me of this screen that BBQ's on now as well, that like if you're not coming in from the right side, I might not think about it for a bit. But it has a heart for him.
The worst with that spot is if the any roads are there, because it gets put on the left-hand side of that chute.
Yeah. So the road dumps you out on the left-hand side, and you can't go back in the actual entrance.
BBQ, you have silvers, buddy. You don't need that.
I love it.
That's an oops.
Gotta call out on the door repair charge, that is minus 16.
To be fair, BBQ doesn't need much now other than keys, probably.
Yeah, to be clear, buying the wood arrows does nothing for you when you have silver arrows. It's not like you don't get to switch to it as a separate kind of ammunition. Silvers are always just an upgrade.
We have not gotten to a golden arrows yet.
Did find the magical sword at the power bracelet spot near start.
We kind of stopped finding dungeons all of a sudden. We were going hard and then we stopped.
Yeah. So I guess maybe, well, obviously we have like quite a bit that we can still do. There's a lot of Death Mountain. There's all of these caves that we can go do in the Deadwoods as well with our candle. But I guess if we continue to not find dungeons, like where would you call it and then try to pick a dungeon to go into at this point?
Well, since he's in level 7, I can see BBQ stay here for a while, or maybe not. Okay.
Any pirouettes? No new ones.
I'd poke around at least. He has a ladder, so he's not gonna get blocked. That's a dig dagger, so that kind of stinks.
Yeah, well, at least we can go through that open door.
Moblins in dungeons is nice. I'd rather have them in dungeons than on the overworld.
I sometimes wonder if like the dig dogger count and positioning is at all telling about where the recorder is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, if you see a lot of them, you have to think it's going to be in a dungeon that you can get to earlier.
Yeah, it's like the seed going, oh, I already expected them to have a recorder. I can just put dig doggers in every room now. Oh.
That is another pretty linear looking dungeon.
Yeah, we know this transport staircase takes you up to the top as well.
Yeah, I think it brings you up to the A, doesn't it?
Yeah, and so it's kind of going to be a key door either way. So maybe this is the thought of I'll take my chances with the one closer to the start, or just leave.
I mean, we haven't seen 9 yet. I mean, he has kind of what he needs. So he could just be on the, let's get the 5 early dungeons done, and then if I need 7, if I need 8, I'll come back. But he has the items he needs.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty on required stuff. We maybe are not feeling so hot about the combat loadout just yet, but we got some time to work on that.
That hint shop had a much better set of prices.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, that's going to be the priority target if we find books somewhere soon here.
It's not too far from the start either, so that's nice.
BBQ does get to see that key for 81 if buying keys is in his plans.
So it's funny, I said this was an unlikely blue ring seed, but he's up to 245 and he just saw a ring shop, so he might consider it. BBQ will most likely dig this level 3 though. And we did not see an item here though, so we'll probably dig that out also. I didn't see what drove latebit out after you got the Triforce, did you?
He went one room past it, but nah, I can't remember off the top of my head. We'll see if BBQ goes left right here.
I want to say it was keys.
Oh, there was a dig dogger that you called out.
Oh, that's right.
Just like every other level, kind of. Well, level 2 in the Deadwoods. Pretty convenient.
So we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 6, right?
Yes.
So we're just missing 8 and 9 at the moment.
Actually, I don't remember 5. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 for sure. Triforce and 3 for BBQ.
Yeah, I'll be telling if he dips out and comes back. Yeah, I think he sees that dead guy. He's like, nah, I'm not playing find the bomb hole if there is one.
Alright, come here, Landmollas. Latebit stays in the safety of the block clip and reveals this very small level 2.
Kind of reminds you like one of those springs from Mario with a boot.
Yeah. Alright, heart on the floor.
And we already found our coast heart, so we know there's going to be an item here somewhere.
It's an old man in the way, so we'll go around the other way, but not leaving here without something unless game says no.
Enemy set's not bad yet. Question mark. Game likes to toss out last minute wizard at you.
It's so nice, it's just a compass by itself. How bad could it be?
I'm happy to see it hasn't been too bad yet. Darknuts are a pain, but they're always a pain.
Yeah, like, besides having to grind through them in the Pulse Voice and some of the first dungeons we saw, I guess also... Oh, hello, Wizrubs.
Nice.
They are oranges.
I think they went up HP though. BBQ doing the run on Death Mountain, pushing Bogey 0, nothing there. Gonna come back and do the Vanilla 9 area. You'll find sticks up here eventually. I'd assume he'll save out of Death Mountain, so that would bring him closer to 2.
Patra guards the Triforce, but we haven't seen the item yet, so let's head past Patra.
Yeah, that old man is gonna make us do the world tour here in 2, with just that one bush run pretty much. It's gonna really kind of slow him down in here. That's our flute. That's a good pickup. That's kind of what we needed.
Yeah, we like that for getting through the Dig Doggers, and potentially going back to 3 if it... Well, I guess not a whole lot we could need at this point. We could have a level that's raft blocked.
BBQ finds level 6.
I think that's the standard impression of level... Oh, level 9 is next to level 6.
Alright, that's interesting for BBQ. So he just needs to grab some 3 more Triforces. He can get into there. Latebit still needs to find that ladder in 4.
So now you go back to 6.
I don't know if I agree with that. You know where 4 is. You know where. That's interesting. That's a tough call. 6 is still big.
I think if he knew about 2, this would be an easier... Oh, segmented 6. So that Patra is a staircase.
Yeah, I have to kill that Patra. I'm not doing that. But he's gonna find 2 momentarily, then he'll probably go back to the 4 and pick that up. So that's gonna give him 4 Triforces.
Yeah, and time to think about what the 5th one might be.
I mean, you have 6 and you have 7. You can go there, you can look for 5 or 8.
We also kind of have a beat on 7, because I think BBQ is the one with the map. So,
yeah,
got a sense that it's going to cost you a key based on what you've already seen.
But you don't have an item there either, so that could be the any key, or it could be the white sword, could be the red ring. So it's still a possibility of gain there also.
There's a lot of good stuff still out in the world that we just haven't seen.
Now the question is, does he go past the Triforce and get the flute, though?
I think you have to. I think you would still want to check items just in case. And also, like, this 2 makes you look at so many rooms anyway that it's only gonna be 1 extra room. You're gonna go to that room past the Triforce before you do this early key door, anyway. Latebit continuing the trek over to West Death Mountain.
The fact that he didn't pick up that room on the left, on the right side is interesting. Yeah, I think he just gotta grab it and go.
Interesting. Well, you know, like, he knows it's a 5-er. Maybe that, like, strikes fear into the heart of men that I need to go fast now, and I technically have the items I need until game stops me. That's the 3rd Lord secret in the Deadwoods. Going to 4.
This kind of shows that he has to He's gonna go back to 6 or 7. It's just a matter of which one is he gonna pick. I don't see him looking for 5 or 8 since he started passing up items.
Yeah, that would feel kind of bad. Also, now that like the spots we have left are going to be a little more spread out. Like he has Death Mountain, but every item that rewards exploration gives you more places to look at this point is going to be more walking. Oh, this is probably the room you didn't want to deal with.
You don't want to redo this again?
It's 9 for late bit.
That's why he doesn't get the news that he only needs 5, and he already has 3. And he doesn't know where the 4 is, too, so they're kind of even other than him getting that ladder and 4. Alright, BBQ, where are we going?
Yeah, that's possibly the one thing that's going to hamper late bit's progress is like he absolutely needs the ladder. And like 4 is not too bad at least. But the more things he does that are not 4, he could be tempted to do a little more looking in them. We going to 7?
I'm gonna buy bombs first. I'm okay with that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Can't take the money with you, so might as well spend it. Yeah, this is 7.
And we're taking the early key door, I guess.
So 7 just because it's usually smaller than level 6s are, so I'm okay with this play. Only issue is it's a little linear, so I might eat his keys, which isn't good.
Yeah, it was just trying to do that calculation of which side of this do I actually want to attack it from. To the comment in chat, yeah, both players know about the cheap hints, but neither of them has a book, so if they buy the hints, the old man's just going to say the same thing he's already saying.
And the book can be in level 9, of course, so that could be no help there. Just because the hints are truthful doesn't mean they're helpful. Oh, that's not fun.
So that staircase is actually needed to get into most of these rooms. Because this shoot room cuts off the bottom half.
Imagine the trap horse going to be in that room. That'd be terrible.
Ugh. Level 8 found by latebit under a recorder spot.
It'd be interesting if he digs this, looking for the ladder.
It is a 2-item dungeon. It also, because of the 2 items, has potential to give him some good stuff.
That is absolutely a Velociraptor head.
Yes. And I guess level 7 is whatever he's thinking about.
That's just a piece of meat. Oh, that's perfect for BBQ. Lose me the Patra. It is the Patra.
Oh, oh man. I guess you called it then.
Let's go back to level 6.
Yeah, that's a let's not do that.
BBQ, if you're watching us back, I'm so sorry.
Maybe gets the compass in 8 and finds out that Triforce is all the way on the top lip of the sky.
Well, that's going to be helpful.
Yeah, we'll take a white sword at this point. That's double damage on the sword button.
So that will help with Patras. It'll make that storm a little bit easier.
Are these Tektites 3 HP? Oh.
Gotta love it. Game is such a jerk sometimes.
Okay, so we got a heart on the floor, so latebit is going to look for another stair item, but without the ladder, can't even do a T-clip. So, well, this bomb wall opens.
So BBQ is going to see if he can get some revenge on that Patra now that he has full life.
We're refreshed and ready. Don't even have to do that room, so we'll just walk by.
Thing with the Moblins, not Moblins, they're Guerrilla.
Guerrillas.
Yeah, they like to throw their bombs, or boomerangs, real fast. And it's so annoying to dodge.
Nice.
Oh, look, we got it closed. That's awesome. That's
locked Patra in closed mode.
He's got this. Good job, BBQ. Well done.
So wow, at the 40-minute mark, BBQ is going to have enough Triforces to enter level 9. See what awaits us there.
Alright, Smiles. So when he goes into level 9, what are we looking for?
We're looking for a Ganon and a Zelda. We need to fight Ganon to unlock the door to Zelda's room. But until then, Zelda's door will be a closed shutter door even if you defeat the other enemies in the room. Ganon can also be heard in rooms adjacent to his, so we can look for him that way.
Never a good point. Maybe we'll get a rig in the staircase. That'd be nice. He only has one key though, so that's dangerous in level 9.
Yeah, he does have enough for a single second key.
Do we see the cheap key shop anywhere?
Yeah, it's 80-something. There's one that's kind of close to our start screen.
So one thing again, for those watching that haven't watched this much, is we'll be able to hear him from one room away, so once we hear the roar of the pig, well, we're close to him.
He kind of sounds like an Aquamentus, though. So sometimes his sound can be disguised by other enemies, other bosses making noise.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah, we'll take a book in here. There's all sorts of quadrant hints and things we can find in level 9. latebit finds level 5, and this is also recorder blocks.
And it has wizards. Fun. Compass for BBQ, that's nice to have early.
Yeah, we'll take that. So compass in level 9 identifies the location of Zelda.
So you get an early compass, you start making your way towards Zelda so you kind of get the path to her yet, or do you keep looking where you're going?
Yeah, I want to, like, identify the path, like, forget whatever regular Ganon strats there are. I just want to know this. Is there something walkable from start, and then maybe there's another direction I can go in from there.
Hey buddy, how you doing, Patrick?
There's a lot of Patras. Life from keys.
Or up in A. Yeah, up in A is a better play, I think.
Ugh, red candle is the item in 5.
I don't think we saw a potion. I don't think we saw many taking these, actually.
Yeah, we got a couple, but I believe BBQ is pretty consistently taking hearts out of them. And no sign of the letter that I remember to be able to buy potions. Bomb upgrade for the minimum price of 75 gets you plus 3 max bombs in this one. Oh,
See just effect with Patrick.
and we have a path to Zelda.
Orange Wizards do run up. He did not die to a single bomb. Nine is giving keys back though, so that's nice.
Yeah, up 2 so far. If BBQ wants to go through that shutter door, that is not a bad room at all, either. With the open doors, it's taking a little more of a walk around. Level 5 is doing a level 2 impression, apparently.
I try to keep a one room on either side of me at all times if possible. So you can hear them on both. That lets you check the rooms at a time. Up to 5 keys after coming in with 1. So this 9's been free key friendly.
Latebit is in an unpleasant room where the Wizrobes really enjoy being inside these 2x3 blocks.
I love when you get Wizrobes in the water rooms and you get them caught on the water.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me happier than choosing a blue Wizrobe.
And what guards the Triforce in 5? It's a Patra. Of course it was Patra.
Because why wouldn't it be a Patra?
You have 5 and 7 and 2 if you want to count it at Patra.
So now here's the play that if you're late but you want to make. You want to go to 4 to get the Triforce there because it's quick. Go on to find the ladder while he's in 4. Grab the boat, go straight to 9. So he's not out of this yet. It's still doable.
The Patra in 2 was not guarding the Triforce. It was in the same room though, so you had to dodge a little bit.
Oh, hi.
The red ring is in 9. Sure, we'll take it. Quadruple defense.
We'll take the casual ring. Why not?
We turn the staircase pink, just like the rest of this level.
Aaron has too much pep though.
BBQ with only 1 bomb, I think, is trying to be judicious about where to spend it if he's not able to get more. Or we're just gonna take this.
Hopefully latebit takes the item out of here. He's been cleaning dungeons though, so I think he kind of knows it's gotta be somewhere around.
Well, he knows he has a ways to go as well, because he absolutely needs ladder. Ow. So that feels bad. BBQ spends the bomb.
Don't know if I'd waste time killing this patch. It's not gonna do much for you. Could be a bomb drop on the floor, I guess. Out of bombs, BBQ's gonna have to leave and come back. That's gonna have late bit some time to get into 9.
Yeah, he's going past the Triforce in 4.
It's only like 3 rooms away from where he is now, so he'll find it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know about spending a 1 key up on that one room, but guess we want to clear all the rest of the dungeons. Let's see how this too.
4 bombs in hand, we're back in 9.
This will be the ladder for late bit.
Yeah, got that bunny out of the way, and we're into the staircase. This BBQ is going to start jumping into staircases, but we've seen that one.
Yeah, I believe that was the book.
Yep.
Interesting. Did he not see the Triforce? Yeah, he did because he walked right by it.
Yeah. So yeah, that is interesting.
Maybe it just forgot he saw it.
Yeah, wow, he is going. He went into this room at the bottom. New territory for BBQ.
No, Libet's got to find that compass. He's gonna eat up a lot of his keys, unfortunately.
Gets the floor heart. That really is everything, unless, like, you just want to try to scrounge up some more keys, but that's, like, after you spend a bunch as well.
Yeah, I think he either didn't see the Triforce somehow, or he just forgot it was there, which happens when you're racing. I mean, in his mind, he could have had that ball a while ago, so he might feel behind now.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of thing can frazzle you, I think. I still don't think I've heard of Ganon.
No, I have not. I've been listening out for it.
Alright,
Yeah.
Latebit does get 1 key back because the compass that will point him back.
Yeah, there's the realization that, oh, right, I saw this already.
I mean, at least it's not a Patra.
It's actually nice to see the traps will actually block the room open, so he won't have to kill that bunny room again. We'll have to kill the Dark Nuts, though. Nice clock.
I think that's actually the second time he got a clock in that very room.
We'll
take those.
Point that BBQ has found a lot of keys at level 9, so with Latebit going with 1 also, it's going to be kind of similar.
That staircase takes BBQ 1 room.
Latebit going to spend his money on all the keys. I like it.
Can get another one even. Yeah, let's do it.
Can't take the money with you, so may as well grab it.
And remembering to screen scroll over to grab the bow with our new fountain ladder.
Yeah, you don't want to forget the bow and the coast. That'd be bad. BBQ is still looking for Ganon. No sign of him yet.
Alright, Latebit fueling up, has 5 Triforces, is pulling out the recorder. I guess not that we ever wanted to look at level 6 in this seed, but the one fringe benefit would be like easy recorder access to 9.
Yeah, because I wasn't too far away. One thing to note, bosses like this patcher here can max the sound of Ganon.
It's almost like which Patra do we want to fight at this point? Because I think we've left 3 alive.
And latebit having the white swords are going to make this level 9 a little bit quicker for him, too. Alright, latebit is a 9, and BBQ takes a hit from the Patra. So they're going to be back on the same screens.
It's going to be defense versus offense until it's not.
BBQ, latebit not checking stairs either, so...
Yeah, BBQ tried to do that at the start, and then I think he just kind of ran out of room to run. So I think that's why BBQ changed strategies and started jumping into staircases more. I think there is some unchecked stuff, like maybe way northeast.
I want to see a map of the 9, though. If they also find that compass, that's going to be quite that general vicinity.
Got pedantic potato calling out Ganon could be right below Zelda. Couldn't bomb in, but there is this shutter door that is next to where BBQ's working on.
I don't know if BBQ killed that Patra or not, so I'd be interested to see if Ganon could be right here in this little corner.
He did kill this Patra, but he did not bomb this direction. He just walked back out. We have a roar.
There it is.
We're on BBQ's audio, so somewhere next to this room.
Here
to the right. Hi, Ganon.
Oh no, latebit's not too far either. He's almost just a few rooms above it. See if we can bomb down here, maybe.
BBQ got a stun lock going on Ganon. Ganon raising the one hand. Oh, lost it for a second there, but it's got to be close now on hits. I was not counting. There we go.
Yeah, we couldn't get much closer than that.
And BBQ has a path to Zelda, so now we just gotta walk back there and watch her door pop open, walk right in, say hi.
Latebit made a good run at coming back. Just didn't find that ladder soon enough. That was a big turning point.
Yeah, like you go into 4, you maybe see those Pole's voice and don't want to deal with that right away. Ended up being a decent choice in this one. And BBQ's backtracking to a staircase because the path he knows, he can do this.
Alright, one room away, door pops open.
Should have no problem making it through these Tektites. And with that, you can get some GGs in chat for your Game 1 winner, BBQ.gov, 58-29 in race time.
Great race by BBQ, well played. Hey, BBQ, GG, well played, my friend. You're lighting up, I can't hear you. Might be Discord being Discord, but your audio's not coming through, bud.
Okay, how about now?
There we go. Hey, buddy.
Hey, thanks, guys. Just before we get started, are there any Patras in here?
So,
Not in this booth, no.
Okay, good, because they were everywhere, and you can never be too careful. My God, that 9 was gross.
so you're gonna hate me. When you were in level, I think it was 7,
7.
and you were about to pick up the compass, I said, please let that be the patch room, and then the patch room happened.
I just knew. I was just like, oh, it's gonna, just as long as it's not in that shoot room. And then it was in the shoot room, and then I had a decision to make. Am I going to do it, or am I going to go try and dig 6? Because remember, 6 had that little 3-room segment at the beginning, and the only way to get to the rest of the level was through a Patra room. So I was like, all right, I'll give this one try with full health and just hope I can get through it. And I did. I found the first Patrite was the one that locked it in place, and that was, otherwise I'd probably still be trying to dig through 6.
Yeah, that lock was very well done. GG on that.
I just, 1 out of 8 shot that I hit the right guy, and I hit the right guy, and that really helped me. But the whole time, like, I'm thinking it's a 5-try 4 seed. Where's latebit? Even when I got into 9 at like 41 minutes, I was like, he's gonna finish any time now, because I felt like I didn't route the overworld particularly great. I felt like I was kind of haphazard, but ooh boy! And then that 9, just the longer I was in that 9, the more I was like, okay, this is gonna suck for both of us. So let's see how it goes.
So when you were going into 9, he was going into 4 to get the ladder. He did not get the ladder until you were just about to go into 9.
Oh no! See, given where 4 was, I was sure that was like the first dungeon he went into, and got it there. Oh no!
Yeah, he saw the bunnies and knew the boat was on the coast and said nope, and just didn't go back until he saw 9 was 5 tries.
Oh, and it looks like he dug 5. Where was 5?
Oh, great. There were 2 recorder block levels. I think 5 was at the forest recorder lake.
Oh no! Yeah, I skipped the item out of 2 because I was like, I got bow silvers, I gotta go. I could have dug the item out of 2, but by that point I was just kind of like, just grab and go. Because I felt behind. I felt behind pretty much from like 10-20 minutes on, and I just skipped that item, and it led him on a wild goose chase. Oh no!
Yeah, and like you're leaving a grand total of 3 rooms in level 2. The item ended up being 1 room past that Triforce and Patra saying hi. But yeah, like at that point, like once we see you leaving a 2 where you have barely anything that you haven't already seen, like the Triforce requirement, that guy is trying to run fast.
Yeah, I was just like, let's go. Because again, at that point I was like, I felt behind. Even though I got it, this is like the fastest I think I've gotten into 9. Yeah, I still felt like I still felt like latebit was right on top of me. So because that's how good he is. But yeah, wow. Oh, that's unfortunate if you get the recorder early and then that sends you to chase other levels, and then it looks like 5 had red can. Oh, white sword and 8. That would have been nice at any point.
Yep, sure.
So, speaking of quality of life upgrades, just so you know, BBQ, I gotta roast you a little bit. When you have silvers, if you buy wooden, that doesn't give you gold arrows.
You sure they don't stack? They're not like super like fortified silver arrows.
No.
Okay. I literally slapped my head when I did that. I was like, "You idiot! You have silvers, and the large secret is 50. You need every bit of money you can get." But thankfully, right after that, I found like 3 medium secrets, and I never lacked for money at that point. But yeah, that could have come back to bite me.
Yeah, I was assuming some choice words were said when you. I mean, that could just come with those like panic buys, where you like, oh, well, I have wooden arrows. Let's get it.
Oh, I just saw, ooh, it's 60. I have like $80. Oh, I can afford this. Hey, and we've all done that. But still, I got to make the clip show for something, right?
Kind of seed where you don't even have enough time to think about stopping to burn the old man as well for that 50 secret.
Yeah, I shot the candle right after I got out of that cave because of that. If it wasn't a 5, if I thought we were going to be a while, I would have gone back in there probably and burned him. But I was like, I can't afford to do anything. I have to hustle because it's a 5 Triforce seed, and those are so variable. Just in terms of one person can go one way and one person goes the other way, and it completely changes the outcome of the race.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what happened here. You went into 4 and he didn't, and he got the ladder and he didn't, and that was kind of the turning point.
Yeah, that ladder was great, but it also put the fear of God in me, in that I was sure latebit had it too, and had it early. Oh, you want that book? Get that book. Did I see any helpful hints? I saw the one that said the kidnapped was in the quadrant where I knew she was, but...
Yeah, by the time you already the compass, so, and then, I don't recall another one, so.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that was notable.
Okay.
There's a Mother 8 one, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, that's not great. I had a feeling in the pit of my stomach that, because I saw that Patra 3 rooms in, and I was like, he's not going to be behind there. I'm going to go look literally everywhere else because I don't want to do that fight. And when I got Red Ring, I should have gone and done that fight because I could have done it. I didn't want to do it on Wood Sword and Green Tunic. Oh, you want that? Get that. But yeah, that right there made 9 a lot more tolerable.
Latebit stabs the Red Ring. I guess, I guess the Red Ring is also a size where it could fit onto the sword, possibly, so...
I've never tried it, but I think you might be right.
You get a red hilt?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It should quadruple the damage of your wood sword, right? That's what it does. Oh, well, if I never see another Patra again, I'll be very happy, because I felt like there were like 8 in here, and it felt like there were 3 other levels that have Patras in them. And I was just like, ugh, why? Why are they all here?
That's a fun blue Wizard broom. We're not doing that.
No.
I guess the one nice thing is all the keys that are in here.
That did help. I am guilty sometimes of not checking a key door because I have 1 or 2 keys and I don't want to spend it. That's burned me in a couple of tourney races. And yeah, I looked up at one point and I was like, oh wait, I have 5 keys. When did that happen? Yeah, let's pop some doors. And yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, I remember your one part of your early walk around as well was just 1 bomb, thinking about where do you want to spend it, because
yeah, and I felt like I got in that Patra room down in the southwest, and I was like, all right, I got 1 shot to figure out which wall to bomb, because surely one of these opens, and I was worried Ganon was right next to the Patra room, and I just couldn't hear it. So I tried to bomb up, and it turned out that couldn't bomb anyway. But I tried to bomb up, and then the Patra bopped me, and I got knocked back. And I was like, well, and that's when I left to go get bombs, because I was sure that Ganon was blocked by a Patra because we saw a billion of them. It was just the wrong Patra I picked.
Yeah, latebit actually discovered you can bomb left out of that room, so he did that, and I think it takes you to a spiral staircase.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
that was my stair number 6.
Oh yeah, you did see that. Okay, so yeah,
I saw it. I never took it. I don't know where it went.
He's just backtracked to there and done that bomb as well. Doesn't open.
Yeah, I'd be really curious to see the map of this night. I'm sure it's huge, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Ganon is in like the only far nub, probably like the only room in that far right column is my guess.
I'm not sure how we've managed to avoid it for this long, because latebit has done. He's done a solid bit of the left side, and you did the top corner that he doesn't have.
Yeah, I'm looking at my track. I spent over 17 minutes in 9, and that included leaving and going to farm bombs and come back. So, I mean, I was I was sure at any moment that latebit was going to snipe me because I was in there for so long and saw all 4 quadrants and was kicking myself for not clearing that one Patra right by start because I was like, especially after getting red rings, I was like, if he's here, it's really likely that my opponent checked that, and just, yeah, that would have felt awful.
Yeah, it's a big level. Like level 7 is hilarious by comparison. I think level 9 ate all the spaces that should have been in these other 2.
Oh, level 7 when I saw it was, yeah, that was one of the reasons I dug it, was so patchwork. And it did make me laugh a little bit. I was just like, who drew this? This is so weird.
Did we comment on how linear 4 was?
I saw 4. It was linear and it was huge. And that's one of the reasons I got the ladder and bail, because I was like, I don't want to dig this. And then I completely forgot that I saw the Triforce in that Darknet room and didn't go back to get it. I should have the minute I got the ladder. I should have exited that room, got the Triforce, and got out of there. That would have saved me like 3-4 minutes. But as it was, it ended up being okay. I still got into 9 at 41 minutes, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, we were wondering if maybe you were just noping on re-clearing a room right then, just because like it was a Pulse Voice level as well, and you could go get the bow at that point. So yeah, we did think about that a little bit. latebit kind of had a little oops in there as well, where he saw the Triforce, passed it, got the ladder, and then kept going because he forgot where the Triforce was.
Oh yeah, no, I had it marked on my tracker. I just mental block. I was just like, ooh, ladder, this is awesome. What's on the coast? I have no idea. And just the concept of picking up a Triforce, I was like, I'll come back later. And not minding that, just go back 3 rooms and get it and you're completely done. But yeah, it took me forever to find 9 too. That was the other thing I was nervous about. I didn't know where it was. I didn't know what I was up against.
Yeah, so latebit peeked the coast like 2 seconds in, just did the quick screen scroll. Like, oh, hi, Bo.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'd done that given where we started, but I was happier that I went and did the grave first and lucked into level 1, and then I was like, I'll go check these. I'll go check like the grave Armos spot and a couple caves, and if a sword's there, I'll go back. Otherwise, we'll have to deal with it later. And then first cave I go into sword. I'm like, oh well, it's gonna be one of these nights.
You were first to find 9. latebit had actually done a walk in that area earlier and found 6, and then went to the right, so he had missed 9 initially and came back around for it.
Oh, okay. Did he get Power Bracelet pretty early too? Because I was trying to prioritize pushing blocks.
Yeah, like you both ended up in the east segment in relatively quick order, even with like all the early levels to potentially dive into. So nobody was too long without Power Bracelet, although like it didn't seem super helpful in this one.
Yeah, and I guess that I was worried that he got Power Bracelet before me and that he found a level that he found 2 or something that would have been real easy to clear and get him an easy Triforce that I didn't prioritize for whatever reason. So it turns out, I guess, that the opposite happened, that he found Recorder and that sent him to levels that he didn't need to clear.
Yeah, he found 2 with what I believe was an earlier candle purchase. Like, he did do East Forest first, but then, you get a convenient time to head back to start, and then might as well do Deadwoods.
Yeah, and I put off Deadwoods for a while. That's what I was talking about when I felt like my routing was haphazard. I kind of was like, ooh, shiny object. And that took me to the eastern side of the map, and I found the any roads, which were useless. Funny, but useless. And that I saw the candle, and I didn't have enough money, and I gambled, and I lost, and so by the time I actually got to candle, I was like, well, let's do the east first, and hope there's nothing good in the Deadwoods, and of course that's where 2 and 3 were.
latebit has managed to find a silly one-off room, so we are heading back.
Boy, and looking from his map when he went to his start screen, like it's a chunky boy. It's full columns, like the first 3-4 columns. Then he's seen look at that. That's nuts. That's like a thicker 1Q7.
Yeah, and this portion that he hasn't seen is like, we know that's pretty dense as well.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of in 7 or 8, so it doesn't surprise me that line is going to be chunky.
Wait, has he not seen the Patra room that leads you to Ganon?
Seems like no.
Because that's 4 up from the dash column, which would be the N column. Oh, no, yeah. I saw that early in the level, and I was like, I have green tunic and wood sword. I don't care if he's expanding or not. I'm not doing him. Well, I think you have to bomb up from that first stair room, and that's how you get up there. Oh, if he didn't bomb north. I'm glad I thought to bomb north there.
Yeah, he has bombs now, but they were premium a couple minutes ago, so maybe that played into it.
I'm checking my tracker. It doesn't look like you can bomb in there. I think that bomb up from the book room is the only way you can get up to that part of the map.
Testing the walls in this room that looks kind of odd on the map, but nothing there.
Yeah, that's my stair number 4, and that takes you to the northeast. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so gross if it ends up being that it's a bomb. It's a find the bomb wall to get up to Ganon. That's just mean. We also, with all the rooms he's seen, we haven't seen a map. That's the other thing that blows my mind.
Yeah, I was just going to comment on that. We have not seen a map yet. That's going to be past Ganon.
If this wasn't like a tournament race, that room right next to Ganon that had the bats in it, my gut tells me that the trolliest place to put the map is in that room. And I almost killed those last 2 bats just to see if it dropped the map. But I was like, no, don't do it. You're in a tournament race. That'll be. I saw what happened with Sis Crusher and Ice Blue. I'm not doing that.
I almost wonder, is there a point where we're picking up, well, we got a bomb wall, picking up the book in here and going to see the old man that he's seen?
Oh, maybe. That would be tempting, wouldn't it? Okay, here's the... Oh, okay. It is a Twisty Patra. Yeah, he hasn't seen this.
Yeah, this is new stuff.
It was
got a bomb out of the book room.
One bomb room of the book room, yeah.
That's so gross that's the only way you can get in there. Oh, that's right. You have to bomb in again.
1 bomb left. What are you going to do?
No!
I'd be having choice words for this seed right now.
I mean, at least you know where Ganon is. He's either to the right of that room or he's to the... He's going to hit the mugger here. That's not going to feel good. But he has the keys to pay him.
Yeah, that's the funny part of this. We're going to pay a heart.
No. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you don't need 7 keys. Yeah, he's going to have to farm bombs like I did. Yeah, and that's just the worst feeling. I just felt a pit in my stomach when I had to leave and go farm bombs. I got real lucky with these blue Lionels down here.
I think there wasn't even a shop all that close, so...
No, there's a couple right by Start, by Vanilla Start. There's your bombs. And I was prepared to hike all the way down there to get them, because I had enough money. And I was just like, please, just somebody shine a light on me and let me get another bomb back. But I was just like, 1, nope, we're good.
Got the classic off by 1, but we're headed back into 9.
I think I did that too, didn't I? Because I was so anxious at that point. I was just like, oh crap, that's not the right cave.
I feel like that would happen to me on Death Mountain a lot. It just kind of looks samey sometimes.
Yeah, especially those 2 spots, because they're just mirror images of each other.
Alright, once more with feeling.
Yep, one way you can go. And yeah, he has to know where he is right by now, right?
Well, that would be the only room that you've heard Gamma in, so maybe just ruling out that this is a place. That doesn't bomb. And we have a DNF in the race room.
Ah, yeah. This was a frustrating 9. Okay, you can go up, but that's not... Yeah, I tried this too.
Yeah, and down to no bombs. I see why you call it there. After having done your farm, you can hear Ganon. You've seen all of that.
Yeah, and you know where he is, and you've got red ring and white sword. He can kill him. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, so latebit has said he will pass on interview, but yeah, GG's to you in your game 1. Best of 3 series, obviously, so latebit can bring it back.
Oh, and I fully expect him to. I am very relieved to have won game 1 in a best of 3. It's always nice to win the first one, but I have no doubt that latebit can not just beat me, but beat me badly. So I'm gonna have to be on my game. I'm gonna have to route a little better in game 2 and just not let nerves get me as much. Because 5 Triforce Seeds in particular, just they feel very variable. And they always kind of make me nervous. But I don't know that I want to 8 Triforce Seed against latebit either, because he's really good at all aspects of the game. So he can beat me there too. So I knew this was gonna be a fun matchup. And I'm really happy to get a chance to play latebit in a tournament setting, but I have my work cut out for me. He can absolutely beat me back to back. So I've got to be ready. We're going to do our race 2 sometime on Saturday. We haven't set a time yet.
And then if you get by latebit, you have the tough match of King Doll or the easy match versus me, whichever one of us wins our series.
Look, either one of you could easily beat me. I know this is kind of the NIT version of the bracket, but there are a lot of really good players here. And, I think all the seeds that have advanced so far have been the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 seeds in the bracket. All really good players too. So anybody can win this bracket.
Well, for your sake in Saturday's game, we'll hope for fewer blocking Patras. I guess for your both sake.
Well, I say that, and then I had this fleeting thought while we were watching latebit in 9. There weren't that many rooms with Wizrobes in them. If we get rid of Patras, I'm not sure I like what fills in behind it, specifically Wizrobes, especially if I'm on Wood Sword. So I don't know if there's a good answer.
That's okay. We'll get the special Oops All Gibdos suggestion from today cooked up for you.
Okay, I'm fine. I'll hit the A button a bunch. That's fine. But no, thank you guys for doing Restream. I know there's a lot of tournament races going on, and we've got a really good volunteer community. So thanks to you guys for doing comms and Cam for doing tracking. Really appreciate it. And game 2 on Saturday.
Well, best of luck. As BBQ said, thank you to Kami and Renikai for the tracking. Fantastic job as always. Smiles, send us on out.
Yep. I think BBQ honestly covered our job for us. So we got all the links in the chat. You can follow the players. They are great at this game. You can follow me. You can follow Malk here. You can follow Kami on Renikai as well. And we have the schedule command in the chat, so you can see where all the games are going to be this weekend. And yeah, quarterfinals, it's an exciting time. As we said, everything's best of 3. Everybody's really playing great Zelda. So, you find a restream that's happening, you got some time to watch it, I think you're going to see a great race. So with that, see you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.